Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. In this video, I am going to be showing you how I made my hybrid fretless guitar neck. Bonkers idea, I know, but I thought I'd give it a try, see what it was like. I've seen videos on fretless guitars, and I didn't want to have a whole fretless guitar. I just wanted to have just over half the guitar fretted, so the first 12 frets will remain, and then on this guitar neck, the remaining 10 frets, will be removed. So everything above the 12th fret will be fretless. So this is how I did it. You can hear it a bit later on. You can skip all this nonsense if you want to. That's up to you. This video does have chapters like most of my videos do, so you can go ahead and do that. So I'm just adding some water to the fretboard just to make it soft so that it minimalizes fret tear out, although that doesn't really matter because this is just an experiment, and I can always fill in the fret slots afterwards if I don't want them anyway. This is how I normally do it, and I use a great big sharp chisel and just very, very gently prise those frets out of there. Obviously, what we're going to have to do as well, because it's you want to get the string action as low as possible. I think we're going to have to file down all those other frets as well, but we're going to come to that in a second. So yeah, just whip them all out, and I'm going to keep these frets because I can use them to repair some other guitars as well, which needs some frets replaced. So that's a bonus as well. So just clean that up. Look, I made a clean spot on that neck. This neck was in a shed along with my LED guitar neck. It's the same kind of neck, I think. Anyway, this is my beam, my sanding beam, just some P80 sandpaper glued to a very, very straight piece of wood there. What you haven't seen is I have made sure that the neck is straight. I've done the truss rod and measured it and everything. Obviously, this isn't a how-to video on how to do this stuff. You can see much better videos on how to level frets and stuff like that. But this is what I did. So I wanted to bring the frets down as low as I possibly could to get a nice low action, so that when we're on the fretless side of things, it's not miles away from the fretboard, if you catch my drift. So I'm just filing them all down with my P80 on a stick, and that's obviously going to leave them all very, very square or very flat. So then we're going to crown them all, which is easy done. I have a tool for that, which you'll see in a second. So yes, I'm satisfied at that point that they are low enough, and I just checked them all with my fret rocker to make sure that they are all level, and they are all level. Very, very good, very easy to do. All these tools are available on Amazon. I won't leave a link because I'm not affiliated or anything like that, but I've got all this stuff cheap on Amazon. It's all very, very decent stuff. And I've got my my fret guard and my crowning tool. I used to do it by hand, but I say by hand, I used to just use a file and just round them over, but this is so much easier just having one of these and just make sure that they all come to a nice rounded finish, if you like. I don't know. Anyway, so this is what I'm doing here. So we're going to skip on past all of that. I'm not going to show you the whole thing because it's just ridiculous. Like I said, there's other videos on this sort of thing, not this. And then I just went through some grit, so 320 grit. Just polishing up, and then I ended up all the way down to 1000 grit, which I always do. So I start with 320 and then go up to like 600 and then blah 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 until I get to about 1000. It's usually good enough for me, and then I'll use some polishing compound as well, and go this way with the sandpaper as well. So when you get to the lighter grades, you can go this way as well. Just helps round off all those edges, if you like, and polishes them up real good. And then I'll get some T-cut. I always use T-cut on my frets. It's really good stuff, and I'll just polish them up like that, really, and that's it. And they come up really, really well. They always do. Very good. Anyway, as you can see, there you go, all nice and shiny and crowned and blah blah. And then I took the P80 sandpaper all over the neck because it's got this horrible finish on it, which I don't like. It's like really nasty, kind of cheap, horrible, whatever it is on there. So I wanted to get all of that off. And there's some glue residue as well on it's not a good neck, which is why I don't mind doing these things to it. So I'll give it all a sand off, and then do my fret ends with my trusty block which I always use as well. So I went all over it. I wanted to bring a little bit of the take some of the meat off of it as well, because it's a bit of a baseball bat, this neck. I don't know what it was off of. And then doing my ends with my trusty block, and there you go. Some lemon oil, of course, and come up really nice. It's some of the best fret work I've done. I think looks really good to me. Anyway, you might not think so, but I do. Anyway, so then I needed a guitar to put it on. I thought, crikey, I don't have a guitar body in the house, or in the workshop. I got the old switch whore out. I thought, well, this could be a good guitar for it, because this guitar is ridiculous. Anyway, and this has been the result of many experiments with wiring and things like that. You can see videos on that on my channel. It's called the switch whore. But the heel on this neck is massive, and it brought the whole thing up too high for the trem system that was on there. So I put this wraparound on there, which brought it all to the correct level. I'll tidy that. If this is going to stay on there, I'll tidy it all up later, but this is what it looks like at the moment. Interesting, huh? Now, what does this sound like? Let's go. And there you have it, folks, my fretless hybrid guitar neck on this crazy guitar. Down here it plays absolutely gorgeous. Because of these really low frets now, I absolutely really dig that. I might have to do that on some of my other guitars. Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. But above the 12th fret, obviously, we've got no frets at all. So bends are out of the question. You can kind of like get... It takes a lot of effort to do a bend, but you can't really do proper bends. It doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. And you have to be really precise. You kind of have to play the note on the fret line, on the fret groove, whatever you want to call it. It's very, very easy to... You only have to move slightly, and it goes up and down the note, so still play your scales on that. You know, it works. You just have to be accurate. It's tricky. It is tricky. But I'm going to play around with this some more. I think I'm going to keep it on here. I really, really dig it. And I'm going to experiment more and practice with it more. I don't think I'd ever use it live in a band. It depends. If it was relevant for a song, maybe I would. But for studio stuff and recording and experimenting, getting those... Because you can get those lovely kind of... It doesn't quite sound like a slide guitar, but it's sort of something, you know. It's definitely got that bluesy-esque kind of sound to it, with lots of gain. Anyway, I dig it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you like this kind of thing. We're nearly at 6,000 subs, and when we get to 6,000 subs, I'm going to do a giveaway. I'm going to give away a cigar box guitar and some CDs, maybe some guitar strings, stuff like that. We're doing it on a live stream. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch and all that kind of stuff. All the links in the description. Anyway, not much more left to say except I need to go to bed. I'm knackered. Peace. Till next time. Here's a jingle.
1, 2, 3, 4. If you like my YouTube show, hit like and comment and get involved. If you dig my vibe, then hit subscribe and never miss an episode of my YouTube show. Peace. Till next time.